Hi guys, welcome to my next video. Today we proceeding with our plan of building self-driving car, and we're building it in very small blocks. So today will be the first block where we just get the car to drive straight and maintain a certain speed. And in the next tutorial we're gonna go into trying to get the steering angle and maintain the direction along the navigation route. Okay, so today we just care about the car's speed and the accelerator pedal. So the usual, what we do, we've essentially repeated all code that you've got it from tutorial 3. We do imports, we connect to the simulator, we run this speed that spawns a car in the same location. Done all of those. And the new things I wanted to talk about here is just how do we maintain a certain speed? Imagine it could be a speed limit that we'll figure out from traffic signs later. But for now, let's define it as a constant. So I want this car to drive at 20 kilometers an hour. And I've created this maintain speed function, which is returns what accelerator input you need to give the car given the current speed. So the input into this function is your current speed. And what I'm saying here is, if it's greater, if your actual speed is greater than your preferred speed, then drop the accelerator altogether. However, if it's less, then use 0.8 of accelerator. So don't give it full gas, but just a bit less than full gas. The other thing I've done here is just trying to get the whole from 0 to hero kind of acceleration. I gave it a bit of a buffer within 2 kilometers an hour from 20 kilometers an hour, like from 18 to 20, the car will be getting 0.4. So it's like trying to build a very crude function. This is just for illustration purposes only, to show you, this is where all the magic in terms of maintaining speed sits, and then you can refine it to your liking, and I'm sure you'll have plenty of ideas how to do it. I just wanted to show you an example what to think about when you do it. And then when we run this, we are ready to run a very similar copy to what you've seen in tutorial 3, which is a loop that does the tick, which essentially like loops within the simulator. And then unless the user presses Q on the keyboard, which gives you exit, the car is just going through the simulation loops. And every time we display a camera mounted on the car, and we show what we wanted to show is the actual speed that the car is driving at. And to get the speed, well, steering angle, there will be nothing. We will apply the actual controls to the car by this statement here. So apply control, and we have throttle and steer. So for this tutorial, we'll just calculate in throttle or accelerator. Then the way we do it is we start with using this function called get velocity, and that is like a vector in 3 dimensions. And this is just normal geometry where we essentially just calculating speed by, summing all the vectors together. It's like computing hypotenuse in right triangle. And 3.6 is a conversion factor between meters per second and kilometers an hour, because we need to display everything in kilometers an hour. We put the current speed in kilometers an hour by using this. Then we calculate our throttle using our function we defined before, using the current speed that we now know. And then we apply vehicle control, which is we apply the accelerator calculated by this function. Steering remains as 0, so the car will be driving straight. And then we just refresh the camera view. At the end, if the user presses Q, we destroy everything. And let's try this. As you can see, the speed is increasing because the accelerator input was quite a bit like 0.8 up until a certain point. And as you can see, as the car reaches 18 kilometers an hour, it's sort of the 0.4 is not quite enough to reach 20 kilometers, and you can play with those parameters and functions how you like it. Maybe you can achieve better results, but again, it was just done for demonstration purposes only. So there is just a simple illustration how you drive the car straight, maintaining certain speed. And that was my objective for today. Next time, as I said, we're gonna go into trying to figure out steering angle, which would be very cool, and we'll get into navigation and all that. But for now, thank you for your time, and I'll see you in my next video.